The family, I pray wherever you are right now, you are having a great day. But today what I wanted to do, I wanted to encourage a certain group of people. This message may not be for everybody, but this is for a certain group of people. And that group of people are the people that woke up this morning feeling frustrated. That right now, where you are currently watching this video, you are frustrated, you are tired, and you are ready to go off right now. Parents, right now you're sick and tired of being in the house with your kids not listening, and then you begin to quote stuff like this: girl, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. Like, that's the person who I'm talking to today. That teenager right now where you are sick and tired of your parents. You're sick and tired of being in the house. Listen, I'm talking to you right now. That single mom in the home, that dad in the home, like that person who have to go to work, and you sick and tired of going to work and this coronavirus, and they got me out here working and I still gotta pay my bills, but ain't nobody gave me my stimulus check. Like, listen, I'm talking to you, the person who is frustrated right now. That's who I'm talking to. Today I want to tell you that, listen, the preacher, me, Corbin, woke up feeling the same exact way. My morning started off around 3 o'clock this morning with a beautiful newborn 3-week-old crying his lungs out his body, if that's even proper to say. That's what it felt like. Woke up this morning crying. We fed him, went back to sleep. But the thing is, I couldn't go back to sleep because he woke me up. And so I stayed up thinking about you, thinking about the ministry that I lead, thinking about my family that I'm leading through this. And get this, praying to God that he continued to do a work in me. And on top of all that, I still had work to do. I still had to go to meetings. And after those meetings, this is what I felt when I got off the phone. I had to go run to the car to get something. And as I stepped in the car, I sat down for like 30 seconds and I screamed to the top of my lungs. Like, yes, me, the Holy One, the one that loved God. I started screaming to the top of my lungs in the car. And I began to scream. And then as I was walking back up the steps to go back into the house, I heard the Holy Spirit say to me, what are you going to do about it? And I was like, wait, Jesus, you got this thing twisted because you are the one that's in control. And then this thought hit me that many times God may not change the situation, but he will change you inside of the situation. I'm going to say that again, that many times God may not change your situation, but many times he will change you on the inside of your situation. And so today what I want to do is I want to encourage you with something that he gave me. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans and the thoughts that I have for you, said God, plans of hope, to prosper us, to give you a great future. But then I was reminded, because I got to visit this church, because you know right now everybody can go to anybody's church right now. Like, I've been going to like 10 different churches, even go to my church and all that good stuff. But I was reminded of a message that I heard, that how many people love to plaster Jeremiah 29:11 all over their house, on their cars, tattoo it on their body, put it on their forehead, put it on their babies. Like, everybody loves to quote that. But this is what this preacher said. He said many people love to quote Jeremiah 29:11, but they miss Jeremiah 1-10. How that was placed in captivity, that in the middle of the pain and in the middle of the problem, God still gave a promise. That you don't get to the promise without going through the pain. Woo! You don't get to the promise without going through the pain. That is a part of this P word that people don't like to talk about, the process. And may I suggest to you right now that the season of life that you are in, as you going through the process, that God is stretching you, that God is producing something in you. So, Corbin, what do I do in this moment right now? I'm glad you asked me. To that frustrated one, to the one that's about to beat their kids. This is what you do. You begin to thank God in the middle of the problem. That you begin to thank God in the middle of the pain. That you begin to thank God that you have a family. That you begin to thank God that you have a job. You begin to thank God for them bad kids who ain't listening, for them kids who you tired of your parents. You need to begin to thank God for your parents, because in the middle of the problem, God still has his promise that he will never leave you nor forsake you. That God will always provide for you. So in this season of your life right now, to that frustrated one, I want to let you know, listen, I'm praying for you. As I begin to pray, I begin to call out people in certain situations, because I know things are tough for you right now. But in the middle of this problem, always hold on to the promise, because you don't get to the promise without going through the pain. Yes, Jeremiah 29:11 is true, but you still have to go through Jeremiah 1-10. I love y'all, and I pray that you guys have a blessed week. I'm out.